3 things that you can do to stop your slice with the driver. That is today's topic, and I think we can get you hitting that driver much straighter in under 10 shots. Welcome back to the Forest of Arden. We're on the back 9 of the Arden course, the 13th hole, and we're addressing the slicers out there. There are lots of you, unfortunately. It is still the shot that I see most commonly on the lesson tee, and it does tend to show itself more with the driver. But in this video, we're going to show you 3 things that you can do in practice to make sure that driver goes much straighter, and you'll probably find it goes a little bit further as well. So in this lesson, you're going to learn how a grip change can really help. You're also going to learn how focusing on a movement in the takeaway can really help you, and you're going to also appreciate how a slightly different starting position can help you with your club path. Now, just before we get into these 3 topics, if you're not a subscriber, there is a link down in the description box below, and there's one at the end of the video as well. Give that a click. You'll just get notified each time I upload a video, because these videos are designed to help you play better golf. Why do we slice it? Well, we slice it for really 2 main reasons. Number 1 is the golf club face is generally pointing to the right of wherever you swing the golf club. So if my club path is pretty straight, the face will be open to that. So an open face is one of the reasons. The second reason is, in most cases, the golf club is traveling to the left of the target. So this is what we call club path. So a slice generally happens when the club path is across to the left and the face is open. Therefore, we have to address those 2 things in order to change that ball flight. So the first thing we're going to get you to do, and like I said at the start of the video, I think you could probably do this in under 10 swings. What that would mean is you probably want to be at a driving range rather than the golf course. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to strengthen that lead hand grip. That's your glove hand. And here's how you're going to do it. You're going to take a T-peg, and you're going to place that T-peg just between the thumb and the index finger like this. Now, when you place your lead hand on the golf club, if I take my normal grip, when you hold the golf club up in front of you, I want that T-peg to be pointing slightly behind the club shaft. And you can see in this instance here, it's not quite there. So what I would have to do is I'd have to rotate my hand a little bit more on top of the golf club. And now you can see the T-peg is slightly behind the club shaft. Doesn't have to be a huge amount. We just need to get that top hand in a slightly stronger position as it is there. The first one that I demonstrated there was a fairly neutral grip. If you place your hand on and the T-peg sits in front of the club shaft, that's a real eye-opener for you, because that tells you your lead hand is quite weak, and that's really going to be promoting that slice. So tip number 1 is to get that T-peg slightly behind the club shaft. What's that going to do? Well, it's actually going to change how you apply twists to the golf club in the golf swing. Twists are what changes or orientates the club face somewhere different. One of the things we said at the start was the club face was open. If we give you a stronger lead hand, you will apply a different twist, which will tend to strengthen the face. We're starting to straight away get that club face more under control. The second thing we're going to get you to do is, again, a little bit of a club face awareness drill, and it's a little bit of a movement during the takeaway. If you can imagine, I take my lead hand and I have a very strong grip, so more strong than we just discussed. I can still open the face. Because I have that stronger grip, that doesn't mean the club face is going to be closed. It encourages it to be, and it gives it more chance of being closed, but I can still deliver that club way open. So the second thing we're going to do is, once we've got that better grip, in the takeaway, I want you to feel as if the golf club head, the club face, is pointing down towards the ground in the early part of the golf swing, as you can see here. Now, what I've actually done there in order to achieve that is I've arched or bowed my lead wrist. In order to bow or bend my lead wrist, my trail wrist is very bent. That keeps the club face pointing down towards the ground. Very similar to what we said in that first point. We're changing the twists that we apply to the golf club. The slicers out there generally tend to have a weaker grip, which we've addressed, and they generally tend to be twisting the golf club so the face points up towards the sky. You'll notice that the lead hand is not bowed, it's cupped or arched. So if we can get that lead hand slightly stronger, in that takeaway we can feel like the club is pointing more down towards the ground, we have done 2 things which are really going to control that club face. If you can control the club face, you will no longer slice it. You may well hit pulls left because we haven't yet addressed the path, but the ball flight's going to be much straighter. So the last point is addressing the path. And this is such a simple little exercise that you can do. Take your starting position, and then what you're going to do is you're going to use your upper body and you're going to rotate and you're going to drag the golf club along the ground, and so it's about a foot behind the golf ball, but it's arced slightly inwards as well. Now what that's doing is it's changing my shoulder alignment. It's effectively taking the circle that I swing on and it's shifting it in this fashion here so it's more out to the right. What I'm going to do from there is I'm actually going to just start my golf swing. So club head is about a foot behind the ball. I feel like I've rotated my shoulders. My eye line has changed as well, so it's more at the right hand side. And I'm now going to make my golf swing. It is incredible how much that can change your club path at impact, just by doing that little exercise. So if we tweak the grip, we think about the takeaway, and we change our starting position, we have done 3 things which are really targeting the club face and the club path. And like we said right at the start, those are the things that we have to get under control if we're to hit straighter shots. So let's have a go. Now, any of you that have watched any of my videos and seen me swing, you'll know that this is not a shot I struggle with. So good grip, start from here, and we're going to go ahead and swing. Now, that was a big draw, and it's actually probably missed the fairway on the left. But if you're a slicer and you hit that shot and you see that ball up the right hand side turning back, you are happy. So it might take you a little bit of adjusting to kind of figure out how strong to make that grip and how much twist to apply. But trust me, if you can do those 3 things, you will not slice it. You have to hit the middle of the club. That's something we've not talked about, but you will not slice it if you can control the face and you can control the path. And although it's difficult to fix the slice, those are the only 2 things that we really need to address. Those 3 things will do that, and you will hit straighter drives with more distance as well. Really hope that helps you. Would love to hear your comments down below in the comments box, and also give this a thumbs up and share this video with someone who you think might benefit from this lesson. Thanks for watching. We'll hopefully see you back here again soon.